Sakutis coming out of the backfield. And then Weidman with a 15-yard run on the next play sets him up at the 25.
Again on first down, right up the middle. On an inside handoff. And again, John Sakutis doing yeoman work, the fullback. Pick up of 5 yards.
Carries for the Mustangs, gains about 5. That'll bring us second.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half. Marlboro on the move. Inside the 30-yard line. This is Weidman, and he's dragged down by Bill Vogel.
Weidman carries.
A loss of yardage
Behind the line of scrimmage by
on that play.
Bill Vogel.
Vogel, the inside linebacker. He's a junior. He'll be back next year. 5'10", 175. Brings up third down, a passing situation. Marlboro not afraid to throw it. Clow wide to the left. This is Von Regan looking for Clow. And knocked away. Nice defensive play. Novella knocking it away.
Saved a touchdown. Chris Novella with a diving deflection on that play. If he doesn't get to the ball, that's touchdown all the way.
One-on-one coverage. Novella did the job. Chris, 5'10", 160. A lot of experience. He's a senior. Plays the safety position. Stop clock on. Stop. The clock stopped. With a minute 13 left to go. Fourth down and 8.
Mustangs will go for it.
And they're going to be short. And they'll turn it over to the Braves.
Of the first down, and the Braves will take over.
So that brings out the offense of the Braves. They like the pass, so let's see if they'll put it up in the air with a minute and 8 left to go in the first half. There's Liberati, one of the favorite receivers of Damiani. Also, George Matei, number 31. Damiani puts it up. Had his man in and out of his hands is Matei.
Damiani's pass to Matei, incomplete. Second and 10.
Bob Von Regan, number 4 on the coverage. Brings up second down, but the clock stops.
51 seconds remaining on the clock.
Coach Jim Rowe not afraid to put it up, trailing by 7. We'd like to get some points before the end of this half and possibly tie it up.
Ball on the 20-yard line. A big crowd here tonight for this Thanksgiving Day Eve game.
And homecoming.
Both sides.
Homecoming as well at Manalapn. We'll see a nice parade at halftime, I'm sure.
That's McMahon in motion, number 83. Damiani once again back to pass. Flips it out to Novella out of the backfield. And a good tackle by Dave Dunn. The tackle on the left-hand side of the defense for Marlboro makes the stop. A loss of a yard. 3rd and 11 from the 19. It's number 41, Al Malchione. Barbosa's one of the linebackers. Shaven also.
19 seconds left in the half.
Damiani once again. And he's got Matei in and out of his hands. Malchione back on the coverage, along with Lichtenfeld.
Had his man on the sidelines. Matei could not hang on to the ball. Good pinpoint passing by Damiani. Now 6 of 13.
They got 13 seconds left to go. See if they run the ball or possibly kick it out of there. Joe Damiani does the kicking. Then they kick off, and Ed Liberati does the punting.
Remember we saw Liberati throw a pass to Damiani on a fake punt a couple of weeks ago.
And Damiani standing right in front of him as Malchione, Bob, stands at his own 50-yard line and waits the kick. Driven back to the 47. He's not going to handle it at all as it rolls dead at about the 46-yard line of Marlboro. And that should end the first half.
And that's the end of the first
with
half.
The score, Marlboro 14, the Manalapan Braves 7. We'll be back with the third quarter of this football game right after this.
Buying or selling real estate? Of course you want a company with national capabilities. A company who can bring you buyers from across the country as well as from across the street. But you also want a company that knows the territory. And when it comes to Monmouth County, we know the territory. We're Century 21 Einbinder Realtors, offering a full range of real estate services, relocation, mortgage financing, insurance, commercial properties, and investment opportunities. All of your real estate needs under one roof. Call or visit one of our 6 offices serving Monmouth County in Manalapn, Marlborough, Freehold, Millstone, Matawan, and Middletown. Century 21 Einbinder Realtors, America's #1 top seller, right here in Monmouth County.
Hi, welcome to Squan Tavern. This way, please.
Enjoy appetizers like mussels marinara, clams, and scongili, gnocchi, shrimp parmigiana, lasagna, veal Dominic with artichoke hearts. Ah, yes, the Squan Tavern and Squan House Inn, for people who care for the very best. Isn't that right, Mama?
Tutto bene.
Thank you very much.
A diamond, a miracle. Every diamond is rare, but a diamond of a carat or more is only 1 in a million. And like love, becomes more precious with time. An extraordinary diamond of a carat or more, born from the earth, reborn on a woman. Show the world you couldn't have made it without her.
Welcome back to the TV 34 high school football game of the week. It's being sponsored by Century 21 Einbinder Realtors, America's #1 top seller right here in Monmouth County. And we're at halftime in a Class A North rivalry. The Manalapn Braves trail it by 7. The Mustangs lead it 14-7. And Mark, you want to go over the scoring real quick?
Yeah, the Marlboro Mustangs got it started off in the first quarter with 4:43 remaining. Secudis, a 3-yard run. The kick failed, and Marlboro led it 6-0. Manalapn answered right back on the very next possession. They went 65 yards. Liberati taking a 6-yard pass from Damiani. Damiani added the point after, and Manalapn led 7-6. And then Marlboro in the second quarter, a 12-yard pass from Bill Von Regan to Scott Clow. Lance Weidman added the 2 points, and Marlboro leads at the half, 14-7.
And there's your men back deep. It'll be Weidman, number 22, Talamunde, and Lichtenfeld. I want to make mention at halftime we talked to the people on the sideline. Kurt Shiner, who was injured on making a tackle on Weidman, he was knocked cold like I thought, and they put a brace on his neck. They're hoping the injury to the neck isn't too serious. Kicking off will be Damiani, the quarterback, number 11. And we're underway in the third quarter. This is Weidman from the 25. He's got himself a little bit of a hole. He breaks through it up to the 37-yard line. That's where Bill Von Regan and company will go into action on offense. His line, Henwood, Roy, Cardane, Suter, Clow, and Kaminsky. In the backfield, that's Clow, number 43, and in the backfield is Lance Weidman at the tailback and John Secudis at the fullback.
Last year's game between these two teams, a 22-22 tie at Marlboro. Manalapn led that ball game 22-0, and then a furious second-half comeback by the Mustangs tied it up. Mustangs finished the year at 4-4-1 last year. Manalapn at 5-3-1. And as I mentioned earlier, Marlboro looking to win their first game in the series since 1975.
And the defense, the way it started tonight, it changes. On the line, it's Robinson, Conover, Whoop, and Wardham. Marlboro again, they give it to their big tailback. Weidman picks up the first down. Novella wrestles him down to the ground.
Brought down by Chris Novella.
The linebackers, Gregoracci, Vogel, McMahon, and Jimison. And the halfbacks are Shiner. He started the game. He's being replaced now by George Matei, Walter Nemas, and the safety is Chris Novella, who just made that tackle. But a first down for Marlboro inside the Braves territory at about the 46-yard line. And they missed a handoff. Von Regan will have to carry it himself. Breaks a couple tackles and is driven out of bounds by number 56, Jim Whoop.
Here's a look at that last play, the carry by Weidman, running to the right side. Weidman breaks it to the sidelines and finally dragged down by Novella. That was the 12th carry of the evening for Weidman, who now has 92 yards on the ground, heading towards that 100-yard mark.
Ball back at the 47-yard line, a loss of 2 on the play. Second down and 12. Mike Zielinski goes in motion. And they'll follow him this way. This is Sakudis. Breaks a couple tackles. Finally is knocked out of bounds by Novella. A late hit out of bounds. A little frustration by Bill Vogel, and he gets a flag.
Novella knocking Sakudis out of bounds. Sakudis turned what appeared to be a loss on the play into a good gain. Novella knocking him out of bounds, but one of the other Braves, a little too over-anxious, hit Sakudis late, and it's going to be a personal foul against Manalapn, and Joe Gregoracci down for the Braves.
He's an important man for them.
Plays the linebacker. He's down right now. Penalty will add to the woes the Braves have right now. Marlboro taking the opening kickoff at their 37.
Yeah, the Mustangs could open this thing right up if with that penalty they picked up the first down, and now they pick up 15 more on the penalty. They're already inside the 30-yard line at about the 25, first and 10. And Joe Gregoracci still on the ground. He'll probably be replaced by either, I guess, Mike LaCour might come in.
First score of the second half will probably be an important one, Bob, because if the Mustangs score first, they're going to be up by 2 touchdowns. The Braves score first, that'll tie this ball game up. So it's up to the Manalapn defense here to hold. You're looking at Joe Damiani, the Manalapn quarterback, who himself was shaken up in the first half, but he appears to be ready to come back in as soon as the Braves get the ball back on offense.
He's warming up that arm, and he's probably going to have to throw a bit if they fall behind more than a touchdown here.
That's what they'll try and prevent now. Marlboro with the ball now at the Braves' 24-yard line, just inside the 25-yard line.
And there's quite a connection right there. Number 85, Kaminsky, and Von Regan, and number 43, Scott Clow, the split end. They've done some damage to some teams during the year with their passing combinations.
The seniors certainly will be missed next year. Gregoracci up, walking off the field under his own power. But
that's good.
He'll have to sit out for a play under the high school rules, of course.
For the Mustangs from the Braves 25.
Okay, first down and 10. Good shot of Bill Von Regan. And this is Weidman. Cuts back. Look at him go. You just can't bring him down with arm tackling. You really got to wrap your hands around his legs and bring him down. Walter Nemas brings him down finally. Halfback. Picks up 5-6 yards on the carry, down to about the 20-yard line.
Lance Weidman, tough runner, 97 yards on the night now, and as you mentioned, Bob, he carries half that pile with him. He doesn't go down with just one tackler.
There he is, number 22, 6'4", 215. Timeout. Marlboro calls timeout. They didn't like what they saw, and they take the timeout with 10:24 left to go in the third quarter. There's Glenn Davis in the middle of things.
He coached at Perth Amboy for 3 years, and this is his second year at Marlboro. His career record as a head coach, 16, 26, and 2. At Marlboro, 7, 9, and 1.
And he's a good friend of the staff here. I get to talk to him a lot because I live in Marlboro, and he gives a lot of information. He plays the Delaware wing on offense. That's where he played at Delaware himself, so he knows it as a quarterback. There he is. And Bob Grace, a friend of also Bob Grace, who comes up and helps out when you're not here. Bob will be with us in the next game on Manasquan and Point Burrow. And I'll have, for the big championship game, all three of us are going to get together. That championship game will be Ocean Township, the Central Jersey Group 3 final, Wall against Ocean. Two great coaches, Amabile, and it'll be Sunday, December 4th. I'm trying to say too much at one time, at 7 p.m. And George Conti on the other side for Ocean, coaching them.
Goes from TV 34 commentary to an undefeated season. What can you say?
Hey, stick with me, you'll be a winner. 1 year in the booth with me, you turn into a winner. He was a winner before, though. He taught me about football. That was Lance Weidman on the carriage.
That should be a great game between Ocean and Wall, two undefeated schools. They'll play it at a neutral site at Neptune. That's a good field, an excellent field at Neptune. Great facility, great press box, and it should just be a whale of a ball game for the CJ3 title.
Third down, at about 1 for a first down. And that's the quarterback sneak. I don't know if he got it. Von Regan, 5'11", 170, pounding into the middle.
It'll be close. Didn't get the best line surge in the world.
That was defensive tackle Jim Whoop on the ground making the stop.
Regan carries himself, stopped by the left side of the Manalapn
Whoop,
line.
5'8", 160. He's the captain. You can see Chris Henwood, number 55, the center, very interested for Marlboro.
If they don't make it here, well, you can see they're just about a foot short, and I think they'll go for it here.
Oh, they sure will. The worst thing that can happen, you don't pick it up, they're deep in their own territory. The ball near the 15-yard line. Let's see what happens. 2 men in the backfield. And they go to Sakoutis. He picks up the first down. Weidman blocking. That was a good call. You got a key on Weidman, and you give it to Sakoutis, who's a fine runner also. Picks up the first down and a lot more.
Really burst up the middle that time. The Braves pinching up tight almost let Sakoutis sneak in from 15 yards out. He moves the ball down near the, well, it looks like about the 7-yard line.
Yeah, there's Matei making the saving tackle.
Linebackers in line were all pinching up close looking for the short run on 4th and a foot. Instead, they got Sakoutis up the middle.
And they're inside the 10-yard line, so it's first down and goal to go from about the 7. And there's our Century 21 Einbinder Realtor scoreboard. That's the story at the third quarter with 9:05 left, 14-7. Marlboro looking to put it in once more. We'd like to thank Century 21 Einbinder Realtors. They sponsored all our games in Western Monmouth, and we hope they're back next year. Maybe they'll stick with us when we come over here and do some basketball games. So thank you for the sponsorship. Hope you sell a lot of homes this year. A little timeout on the field as both coaches, Jim Rowe, he's leaving his huddle.
Looking over the history of this series, which Manalapn leads with 7 wins, 2 losses, and 2 ties, the Braves have outscored the Mustangs overall 204 to 111. The Manalapn Braves averaging 19 points a game in this series, and the Mustangs 10.1. That's just a little bit of history for you on this series, which dates back to 1972. Bob?
From the 7-yard line.
And Zielinski's in the slot, but they give it to Sakoutis once again. John pounds for a couple. And it looks like somebody's down on the field once again. Real hard running by Marlboro. They're punishing the tacklers.
It's a hard-hitting ball game. These two schools have always played hard-hitting football games. Great fans. The Manalapn stands are completely filled below us. The Marlboro stands completely filled across the way from us. At halftime, the homecoming parade featured the floats and the homecoming king and queen. So there's a lot of people on hand here tonight on Thanksgiving Eve.
Both people...
good news is they won't have to come out in the rain tomorrow before eating the turkey.
Don't say rain. We're going to be out there, and we might be in the stands tomorrow as we do the game against Manasquan and Point Borough. And I don't want to be sitting in the rain, so let's have the sunshine a little bit. And we got John Sakoutis. I don't know if you took notice. When you took a look into the huddle, he was holding his arm a bit from the hard hit that Bill Vogel put on him. And Vogel's down on the ground, the inside linebacker. They'd hate to lose him.
He's made some big plays for them tonight. You just got a glimpse of those Marlboro stands filled to capacity here.
John Sakoutis 6 foot 195. He'll probably play halfback if he goes to college.
He's got good size, no question about it, and he's a good, tough runner up the middle. May not have the great speed to the outside, but certainly has the size to be a competent runner up the middle. Be a good blocking fullback or a quick tailback.
All right, we got Bill Vogel up now and coming off. And we'll take a quick break and try and get back before Marlboro breaks the huddle.
Signs all around us. They tell us where we've been, they tell us where we're going. They help us find our way. If you're coming or going in Monmouth County, we hope one of our signs will help you find your way to us. We're Century 21 Einbinder Realtors, and we call Monmouth County home, just like you do. We offer a full range of real estate services: relocation, mortgage financing, insurance, commercial properties, and investment opportunities. All of your real estate needs under one roof. Visit or call one of our 6 offices serving Monmouth County in Manalapn, Marlboro, Freehold, Millstone, Matawan, and Middletown. Century 21 Einbinder Realtors, America's #1 top seller, right here in Monmouth County.
Here we are. Marlboro up to the line. 2nd down and goal to go. They give it to Weidman. He breaks one tackle, and he just about gets back to the line of scrimmage. So good defensive play by Manalapn.
Initial hit made by number 64.
Well, swarm tackling, doing it again for the Braves. The only way to stop Weidman, we keep staying on that point, but it's true. That's the only way to bring him down. Vogel checking back into the lineup, obviously okay. Getting back to that, that's all you can say about Weidman. He's so powerful, he's so big, you need a lot of people to bring him down.
And Zielinski in motion. They pitch it out this time to Weidman. Weidman breaking a few tackles, touchdown. You just cannot bang him out of bounds. You got to wrap your arms around him, otherwise he's going to force his way in. You can see number 51 over there, Frank Connor.
They also ran the man in motion that time to the right side, which provided some additional blocking out there. And Weidman had 2 blockers in front of him. That puts him over the 100-yard mark now. 16 carries for 102 yards.
And it'll be Scott Clow to kick it through.
Point after attempt. Shot on it. Good.
And that one's good for Clow. Score goes to 21-7. And we still have plenty of time. 8:01 left in the 3rd quarter. Marlboro sidelines very happy. Coach Davis. Let's watch it break the tackles.
There goes the man in motion, Zielinski. He provides some extra blocking out there. Weidman got a good block from Kaminsky as well.
You see, everybody tried to bounce him out of bounds. You can't do that.
That's taking the easy way out, and it's just not going to work against a runner like Lance Weidman. You just can't hope to bounce him out of bounds. Manalapn hasn't even had the ball here in the 2nd half. Marlboro taking it from their own 37, a 63-yard drive, 10 plays, and Manalapn will get the ball with under 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Bob?
Back deep there, Novella and Matei. And they can hear the band from Marlboro playing Marlboro country music right in their ears. Now they've settled down a bit. And they'll see if they can take some of the happiness out of that sideline over there with a good return. Nice high kick by Hudson. This is Novella. He heads to the sideline. One block. They miss it, but he's brought down. He needed a block from number 34, Kelly Gall, and he missed it, but a good return anyway. Ed Hudson had to make the tackle.
29-yard return by Chris Novella.
He was 1 block away from returning it all the way. Let's watch it. You'll see in the screen at the last moment, He could have got a block.
Novella will take it at the 16-yard line. There he is, 16 or 17. Immediately starts to the sideline. Wall is set up really nice for him. He breaks it through, and just a saving tackle right there.
And Hudzik, he was played off the block. They tried to block him, played off the block, and made a fine play. Here's the pitch out up to the 46-yard line.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard.
That's Kelly Gall, number 34.
Tackle on the play by number 41, Al Melchiona.
And they pick up about a yard before Malchione brings down the tailback. Let's watch the hit by the outside linebacker. And Weidman jumping on top to finish it off. Ball at the 46-yard line, second down and a long 9. Damiani. And he got tied up as he tried to get it out to Ed Liberati. Liberati got tied up with Malchione. And there goes a flag. Something might have been said on the sideline. I think they probably were asking on the sideline for interference as Liberati got tied up. Let's watch what happened to him. We'll have that for you in a minute. And I think he got tied up with a Marlboro player, and Damiani just threw it over his head. Here it is. That's Von Regan who stopped him, and then coming over Malchione. Bob Von Regan gave a little chuck at the line of scrimmage.
Looked legal. He didn't hold him by the jersey, and he didn't hit him while the ball was in the air.
So they're going to tack it against the Braves. A big one, 15 yards. Probably some type of a personal foul. We'll see. Back to the 30-yard line.
15-yard personal foul sets the Braves. He's third and about 25 yards.
Yep, third down. And 25. They have to get to the 45-yard line of the Mustangs. They're on their own 30. So Damiani in a situation where he might have to pass it. And movement. The defense of Marlboro broke that neutral zone. It was number 84, Eric Nolte. A little too quick. That'll set him back 5, and it'll be third down and 20.
They'll march off 5 yards. That'll be third and 20.
So we might see from Damiani possibly a screen pass, or that draw play that worked so well to Novella. It's going to be tough to drop back into the pocket in this kind of a situation. The Corey is the fullback. This is McMahon in motion. And heavy rush. There's the screen to McMahon. McMahon to the 50-yard line and dragged down there. Ed Hudzik on the tackle along with Bill Lichtenfeld. So that brings up fourth down and 5 from the 50. What do you think they do?
On 4th and 5,
you punt it, right?
Probably punt.
And hope that your defense can come in and stop them deep.
Good call on third down, though. It worked for 15 yards. A screen pass over the middle.
Liberati back at his own 36-yard line to punt it. Good snap. Heavy rush. Gets it off, though. Bounds around the 30. Bounces back, goes out of bounds, close to the 32-yard line.
Goes out at about the 35-yard line. Marlboro will take over.
And the offense for the Mustangs come on the field.
Manalapn's had the ball 7 times tonight. They've been forced to punt 4 times. One pass was picked off by Bob Von Regan in the end zone to stop another drive. Damiani fumbled away in another drive, and their 7th was a touchdown. So the Braves not having too much success offensively tonight.
And they'll go towards the side where they put Zielinski in motion, and that's Sakudis running the ball, number 40, the fullback.
Pitch goes to Sakudis, tackle on the play.
Picks up 4 yards on the carry, up to the 37-yard line.
Marlboro has had the ball 6 times tonight, 3 of those ending in touchdown drives. They stopped themselves once on a fumble and were stopped again on downs. So they have had considerable success offensively. 2nd and 7 now facing Marlboro.
Again, Zielinski And this one's a little bit of a trickery. Sakudis downfield at about the 30, nobody there. Closest one to the ball. Let's see if we get a... Could be Clow, I'm not sure. So they tried a little something fancy. And there it is, that's Clow. Must have been Clow who was down there looking for it, but he was nowhere near it.
You can afford those plays when you're up 21-7. 5:18 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, there's only times when you can use them, either when you're way down at the trailing at the end of a ball game, trying to pull something out, or you're way ahead. Third down from the 36-yard line. Need about 6. Bill Von Regan over the middle, got his man. First to Sakudis and a lot more. First down to the 35-yard line. Matei had to make the tackle.
Gain of about 28 yards.
So they come up with the big plays when they need them on offense.
By Walter Neiman. That'll bring up first
And so far, Bill Von Regan hasn't seen much pressure. The offensive line of Marlboro been doing a good job pulling out the rushers of the Braves.
Play over the middle. Sakudis splits the seam in back of the linebackers, and Matei finally has to drag him down.
First and 10. Weidman off the right-hand side. Watch him drive.
Tough to bring down.
After he gets hit, he picks up 2 or 3 more yards. McMahon helped him bring him down, and also number 56, Jim Whoop.
You mentioned that last pass was a big play for the Mustangs. A third down pass, good for 29 yards, and that's kind of the plays that just break the back of a defense. You think you're going to hold that other team, and then on third down they come up with a 29-yard pass play over the middle.
The ball at the 27, second down and 4. Nice misdirection with Weidman on the carry.
Gain of 1 on the play gives him 110 yards in 18 carries.
And they're just chewing up the clock also. 4:02 left to go in the third quarter. Third down. Let's watch it again. I think he picked up maybe about a yard on the play.
Counter play. Weidman taking that one step, kind of a misdirection. Takes a step in the opposite direction to his left, comes back to the right for the handoff.
And that was Bill Vogel, number 57, hitting him first. And they put it up. Novella gets a hand on it and knocks it away. Intended for Clow.
It was Matei on the coverage that time who knocked it away. Nice play.
Matei, number 31. But there's a flag on the play in the area where they might be holding.
Pass was a little bit underthrown.
And it's going to be legal procedure against
I'm sure the Braves will take the play. Pass was underthrown. Matei with the single coverage made a nice defensive effort.
Now we'll see if Manalapn takes the play or... Von Regan under pressure, gets it to Sakudis on a screen. He loses the ball, and Manalapn's got it back.
Joe Gregoracci came up with it for the Braves.
And the hit by number 51, Frank Conover. He's the man who knocked it loose.
Conover puts a big hit on Sakudis, and the ball gets picked up by number 44, Joe Gregoracci.
So the Braves go on offense at the 25-yard line. Let's watch the hit by Conover. They set it up real nice. Got some blockers. And here's 51 Conover. Bang! And it comes loose. .313 left to go. And they stop him in the backfield.
Stop dead at the line of scrimmage.